Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're here to review VHS Halloween. This is a new found footage anthology horror movie that hit streaming this weekend.
Yeah,
So
on Shudder,
on Shudder.
and yeah, we're gonna be giving just like our quick thoughts on the movie, and then we are going to rank the different segments.
Yeah, we thought it would be fun to, there's six segments in this. There's a wraparound segment, and there's the five individual ones. If we just
Yeah,
kind of rank them in order of our
yeah,
enjoyment of them.
yeah.
So
I feel like there's only so much you can say about the movie in general. So
yeah, so I mean, starting off, I'm a huge fan of this franchise. I have seen all eight of them. Yes, this is the eighth one.
crazy.
And since I think 2021, they've been premiering on Shudder every single year. So we've gotten a new one every year,
Gotcha.
starting with VHS 94. And then there was the three originals that came out back in the early 2010s. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just one of my favorites. Even when the segments don't hit, like it's still fun, to
Yeah,
kind of see the creativity, see what they come up with for the different ones. And there's always different filmmakers that are doing these, so it's kind of
keeps it
notorious
a little
for
interesting.
yeah, it's kind of notorious for it being like a proving ground for like new horror filmmakers. So
Yeah.
it's at least good for that.
As far as I go, I am not like necessarily the biggest fan of found footage films. You definitely enjoy them more than I
Yeah.
do. For me, they're kind of like hit and miss. Sometimes they kind of like make me like queasy, like nauseous from all the like horrible camera
Yeah,
angles and
that's
stuff.
kind of a staple.
So it just depends really. But yeah, I mean overall, I feel like like you said, it's not like these are like really like groundbreaking.
No.
They're not the best like quality or anything,
Although I
but
will
they
say
are
the
fun,
first
I
two
guess.
VHS movies did have a couple segments that I do think could rival some of the best horror movies ever made.
Gotcha.
But those are the first two, and I not one since has measured up to those two in my opinion. But they've all been of certain, fun value, I guess,
Yeah.
fun to watch.
Yeah, I do think that if anything, they are fun to watch, and so yeah, I think that's all you can hope. So,
Yeah, well,
um,
before we get into things, like, comment, subscribe. We can tell people to
yeah.
do that. Also, just what did you think of this one? Overall as an anthology horror film. What are your thoughts on VHS Halloween
I mean, I feel
before
like
we get into the ranking?
I feel like I kind of said,
Okay.
I don't like know how many of these I've even seen. You say that I've seen some of the
You seen the
VHS
first? I
movies.
made you watch the first two,
Yeah,
and
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's it.
Like I don't necessarily remember them that well, so I don't know what that's saying.
And this is the first time I've watched it as it premiered on Shudder. I usually just wait for the Blu-ray. But I was
Yeah,
excited for this one with the Halloween theme, and I wanted to see what they did with it. So we went ahead and signed up for Shudder and
yeah.
watched it early.
We
But
got a free 7-day trial, so
yeah, for
um
me, I enjoyed this one. I want to say I enjoyed it better than the one that came out last year, but the one that came out last year was pretty good too, VHS Beyond. But I think overall, this one was just very consistent to me. I don't feel like there was one that really truly missed for me. I felt like they were all pretty decent overall. But I said while we are watching it, there wasn't like a complete standout as
really
well.
okay. Well, I don't agree with
Well,
that,
maybe
but
there was one. We'll get into that. Maybe I said that at the wrong time of watching the movie itself.
mm,
But I didn't like 85. That was one I didn't like. But overall, most of these I enjoy.
gotcha. Did you mean stand out like in the VHS
Like a
movies or
standout
like
segment in the film. Like
in
there's
this one?
always one that like you'll remember, like
Gotcha.
as like last year had a really cool one where they're skydiving, there's like UFOs and stuff and aliens, and that
Yeah.
one I remember, and I don't remember much else from it.
I feel like I need to go back and watch them.
Yeah, you
But
might
anyway,
like the one that came out last year. It was pretty good.
yeah. Okay, can we get into the ranking?
Yep, we can get
Okay.
into the ranking, and then we can kind of
Um
give our thoughts on each one as we go.
okay, so there's six, right?
There's six, I mean five, but you got to count the wraparound story that kind of cuts away and comes back throughout the movie.
Yes. Okay.
So,
So my number six is one called Kid Print.
okay.
This one was basically about this like shop owner. He was like a photographer. Like he did like videos. Like he could make like videos and stuff for
I
people.
wasn't
Like take
exactly sure. Like, I mean, I know he was doing it to like help, I guess, protect the kids in the town from
Yeah,
this like
like
serial killer. But
yeah, kids were missing, and so like his whole spill was, come in to get your kid like their picture taken and like film them or whatever, so that if they go missing, we have like good
yeah,
pictures of them
yeah,
and stuff, which is really strange.
which is
But
kind of shady in and of itself.
but yeah, so this one it went into uncomfortable territory for me. Very,
Very dark.
predatory, pedophile territory. Um, and yeah, I don't vibe with that. I know it's just a movie, but I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of chatter online about this segment, and
Oh,
how a lot of people thought that it went a little bit too far. I mean, I never think that horror can go too far, but I do feel like this segment felt a little out of place for
well,
the rest of the movies or segments in this movie.
yeah, and I mean, I don't want to like spoil anything. So it's like not even necessarily like pedophile. It's like basically they're like torturing these kids, and so
I mean, there's some rough
there's some like
sequences with
really
involving like
violent
violent
scene.
acts towards kids. Like if you're squeamish at all towards that kind of stuff, like
Yeah, I just think that's gross. And so I don't know if
yeah.
it's because I'm a mom, but yeah, I wasn't vibing with this one. So what'd you have at number 6?
Number 6, just because I thought it was kind of stupid, but it was the wraparound, and I
Mm,
tend to the Diet Phantasma.
mm-hmm.
I tend to never
So you
enjoy
like
these.
pedophiles?
Uh, just a tad bit more. I mean, Do you want me to say my number 5 since you bring it up?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
What'd you think about the Diet Phantasm?
Diet Phantasma. It was just. I
Phantasma?
mean, I guess it was kind of a fun segment gimmick or whatever. But these
Yeah.
wraparounds don't really have like a through line story or anything. So I tend to just like them the least usually.
Yeah.
Um,
It's almost kind of like watching a commercial. It's like broken up, as you're going through the segments, and then by the
yeah,
end of it, you have like kind of a full story, I guess.
it was fun. I get the gimmick. I mean, I don't, hate how it ended up. I thought it was pretty cool how it ended and stuff. But other than that, it was just kind of there, to tie everything else together. So that was
Gotcha.
my number 6. I didn't really like truly hate or dislike any of these, to be honest.
Okay.
So,
All right. So my number 5 is one called Coochie Coochie Coo.
oh man,
This
that is low.
was about like these teenagers like going trick or treating. They're actually like about to graduate high school, so they're like way too old to be trick or treating. They find this weird house that's kind of like out by itself, and
Yeah.
weird things happen when they go in it. And Coochie Coochie Coo, it's like it's got we'll just say a mother baby vibe going on without spoiling
It's funny because I
anything.
don't know the names of these like as we're watching it. I don't
Hmm.
think that they flash them or anything like that
I don't think so. Yeah.
beforehand. So it's like if I would have known the names, then maybe I would have got into the what the premise is going to be. But I was just completely like shocked how things turned out. So
With what?
with the premise, like with
With
what it was actually about.
what? Coochie Coochie Coo?
Yeah, because you if you hear that title, like you'll understand like where it's going somewhat.
All right.
So the fact that I didn't
Yeah.
know exactly where it was going, and I'll just say that there's a lot of milk in this
There's a lot of
segment.
milk, and I mean, for me
It's a lot of milky
personally,
action.
I don't know. I felt like I could tell like where it was going.
I mean, at a certain point, yeah, but
Yeah, I don't know. You can just tell very quickly that things are not right in that house. I don't know. This one just like to me it was stupid, like it was silly. It could have been creepy, but to me, I don't know. I wasn't bobbing with it.
okay. Well, I'll elaborate it more when I get to it.
It's
Number
like your number 1
no, it's not
because
my number
there's
one.
like 6
Well, it
titties
could be my number
involved.
one. Number 5 is Kid Print. So I like the pedophiles just a little bit more
Okay.
than Diet Phantasma Ghost Drinks.
I mean, did
Um,
you learn nothing from Happiness? I don't.
well, this was not painting him as the hero of the story.
Yeah.
Like I mean, not that Happiness is, but it's a little bit lighter in its tone and its approach. But yeah,
Lighter?
this one, like, it's not bad. Like, it goes for it, but it's extremely dark. It feels like just one of those like true crime serial killer like type stories that
Like documentary
you
or
would watch
something?
on like Netflix. I'm like, that's not really why I watch VHS.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it was badly done, but it was just too much.
There was I feel like Well, there's another one that didn't really have any fun to it either, so I can't say it's the only one that didn't have fun in it.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
saying. And VHS has had very serious segments before in the past, but this one I think just goes a little bit too into like the true crime, like realistic stuff. Like
Mm,
usually there's always like a supernatural or ghostly or zombie kind of angle to it,
mhm.
and this one's just like real life, like
Yeah.
the horrors of the world. So yeah, it just kind of turned me off as a segment, and it went on for too long. I thought it was way too long,
Mm.
way too long.
Okay, so my number 4? Yeah, my number 4 is Diet Phantasm.
Okay,
Is it Phantasm?
Phantasma.
Phantasma. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that it was great, but I don't know, it was kind of fun. Just like I think what it was is by the end of it, I liked how they wrapped it up, like realizing what it's essentially about a drink and you're seeing them like test it on people.
Yeah,
And so I don't know, I feel like by the end of it, it kind of like wrapped it up for me. I liked the little, commercial we got at the end with it.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. It was okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my number 4 is Ut Supra Sic Infra, and I don't
Fancy.
think that's how you pronounce it at all.
Is that like German or something?
I mean,
Or
this is a Spanish movie, right?
Spanish? Okay, it doesn't
I
sound
think.
like
Well, I
Spanish,
mean,
but
I felt like I heard a German language like early on in it,
yeah.
but then it like shifted to Spanish.
Yeah, so this
So
is like subtitles.
yeah, and I mean that's not a first for VHS.
Okay.
They've done foreign horror segments
Which we like our
before.
Asian cinema, so this wasn't like,
Um, and
throwing
that
me
was
off or
honestly
anything.
like the best VHS segment is a I think it's a South Korean or maybe Japanese
Oh,
horror segment. So
okay.
but yeah, this one was good. I thought it was good, but it was just, very serious, very straightforward. I didn't really think that the twist or whatever was like super shocking or surprising or anything.
Mhm.
So that kind of held it back for me. It's like I
Okay.
kind of just saw everything coming, and it just felt like something I had seen before. I don't know. It was just kind of the same kind of supernatural. I
Gotcha.
knew where it was ending up. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. My number 3 was one called Fun Size.
Okay.
This one was about, how can I describe this?
Can I say that this is my number 3 as well?
Okay. Yeah,
So
we
we're on
usually
the same
always like
page.
agree on, one in the
Yeah.
middle, I feel like. Yeah, so this one was about, trick or treating. It's Halloween. And these again, older people who shouldn't be trick or treating or trick or treating. And they come upon a house that has some weird candy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of like it really gets a little silly, but there was something about it that like when I think about it, it was actually pretty fun. I don't know.
It was fun. It was one where, and I may say this about
It
another
kind of
one
reminds me
later.
of Trick or Treat a little
Yeah,
bit.
and can I just say I loved how this movie just really like it's called VHS Halloween and it really embraces Halloween.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're all Halloween themed. They all had to like I love the fact that they have 2 of them where they're trick or treating. Actually, I think there's 3 where they show people trick or treating.
Hmm.
So like Halloween's all over this movie, so I appreciate that because I was afraid they would do like one Halloween segment and then the rest of them wouldn't have anything to do with Halloween.
Yeah.
Um,
Honestly, I think Diet Phantasma is the only one where they
Maybe, but I feel like because the other one, the Spanish one, that was a Halloween party that
Yeah.
kind of instigated things. So that was that. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe there was no Halloween
unless they
influence
said
on
like
that.
we're doing this on Halloween night, like testing, but I don't remember them saying
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
So.
you could say that was a product they were putting out during Halloween time or something. Maybe
Mhm.
that's how it ties in. But Fun Size was very fun. I
was.
enjoyed it.
And think when you hear Fun Size, think of the candy bars. Fun
Yeah,
Size.
I mean, I loved the setup, like just the premise,
Uh-huh.
and I do
It's
feel
it kind of, sorry, I keep interrupting you. It's
No,
a
you're
little,
fine.
little nasty
It
in
gets
the
it gets
beginning.
nasty. It gets nasty, especially when you get to the end of it and you're like, "Oh, well, that really was what you thought it was." But no, it was really fun. I enjoyed Fun Size quite a bit. I thought whatever it was that was down there
Yeah.
was well, I don't know, like they look like Fortnite characters,
They
I
did
think you
look a
said.
little Fortnite-y
I
character
thought that kind
to
of played
me.
into like modern day and kids
Yeah.
and stuff. I feel like kids that are around 15 or 16 could watch this and,
It was
and
fun
really
though. There
enjoy
were
it.
some cool like candy scenes,
Yeah.
It was just very it
And the
was fun.
beginning was very cool. I'd never really seen anything like that. How they kind of got them
Mhm.
into this other world or dimension or whatever. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so my number 2 is the Ut Supra Sic Infra.
Yeah, we're saying it wrong, but because I've heard
Um,
other people pronounce it.
Okay, well, we're not that great.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. This one, I just feel like it was well done. Honestly, I thought that it might have been like when it first started, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I thought it might be like my least favorite. But I just feel like it was well done, and I don't know. It just felt like kind of a real movie to me, I guess.
I think from a filmmaking perspective, it might have
Yeah,
been the most well done, like as far as
yeah,
like actual filmmaking.
yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I just like, again, without like spoiling anything, it was just well done. I feel like it was creepy, and yeah, I don't know. I dug it. So
Definitely creepy. Okay, well, getting into my number two, it's one that you did not think very highly of. That is
yeah.
Coochie Coochie Coo. Now look, with this one, I guess I was just so impressed by how they set everything up. Like I was super into it. And this was the first one, the first segment. So like when they set everything up, like I was very into it. I'm not saying like how everything ended up and how everything paid off like completely worked for me because it
Mhm.
didn't. But I think it kind of rode off that goodwill from the setup because I thought that there was good like tension building and I was like really kind of creeped out by some of the things that were happening in the beginning of it.
Mhm.
And I don't think any of the other segments hit me in that way.
Gotcha.
So now again, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, this is very strange and weird. And again,
Mhm.
I didn't love the way it ended up, but also it is kind of odd. And I think that horror kind of should take you to uncomfortable places sometimes. And it was a little reminiscent too of Barbarian
Mhm. Yeah,
as well, I
for
think.
sure.
So but just not as well done when you got towards the ending sequences. But I don't know. I really like Coochie Coochie Coo. That was a good one to me.
All right. Well, I mean, I am a little offended that you thought of this one so highly, but it is what it is.
It's all subjective,
All right,
right?
so let's get into our number one, and
And it's both of our number ones
yeah,
because we haven't talked about it
we
yet
haven't talked about it.
either.
But yeah, and it is Home Haunt.
Home Haunt.
Home Haunt. So they definitely saved the best for last in this case. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like at this point we had kind of, when we watch stuff, we are like kind of multitasking. We've got children, and so and a dog, and at some point we're getting interrupted. And so I feel like with this one we kind of like had to pause it or something, even though
Yeah.
we were almost done. And so I don't know. I don't think I was like thinking that I was gonna like this one as much or whatever.
Also, this movie's very long. I think it's one of the longest VHS
Yeah.
movies at almost 2 hours. So I think you were kind of a little checked out at this point
Hmm.
as well. And I mean, I might have also been. So
Yeah, I don't know. I just say all of that to say that, obviously this one ended up being my favorite, so that was kind of funny. But we did like end up going back and like starting it, from what we thought we missed, weren't paying as much attention to it. But yeah, this one was really fun. It was about a dad and a son, and every Halloween they put out a haunted house in their, their yard, their home subdivision or whatever. And yeah, something happens and their haunted house kind of comes alive. And so yeah, it was
yeah,
super
there's a
fun.
vinyl record involved, and
Mhm.
it kind of it brings like real life ghouls and goblins into the haunted house.
Mm.
We'll just say that.
Yeah, I mean it was just a lot of fun. I feel like it was like it was really well done too, honestly. Just a lot of the stuff that happens.
Yeah, it had a really
Um
good setup. I like the dynamic between the father and the son. I thought it built a good story, had some
yeah,
good character moments, and then it just has like the best payoff of the entire movie. Like it
agreed.
gets very insane and so much fun by the end.
Yeah, there were so many like cool moments, and like once you like got into it and this house had come alive, like I'm just thinking of the different parts as they're making their way through this haunted house.
And
Just some really
I
cool
I
moments.
love, not to spoil anything, but I love because this is in the trailer, the image of this thing. But I love the witch
Mhm.
character in it. I just
Mhm.
thought she looked super cool.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
That's it. That's our review of VHS Halloween and the ranking of the segments. Let us know if
Yeah.
you watched VHS Halloween in the comment section below. What did you think of it? Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and we'll see you next time.
Bye guys.